Good morning. We're going to be working on mending some books with supplies I found this morning at the Rite Aid store. First of all, this is a kind of low stick tape that I think will be better for a book's pages than a regular Scotch tape. The problem with most Scotch tapes is that the adhesive yellows over time, and the plastic that the tape itself is made from starts to cut into the paper, and it causes worse tears. Since we're mending books at home, we're going to be using things that I wouldn't say are archival quality necessarily, but this low stick adhesive is definitely undoable, which is a major part of any kind of book repairs. You want to be able to later, when you have better materials, remove the tape and put a better solution to work. The best solution for paper tears is something that is non-acidic neutral, like rice paper and rice glue, rice paste made of water and rice flour. And since most people don't have that just at home, this is something that you can do to mend things that you need to use and preserve for now. I would not use this in a kind of book that is a family heirloom. I would not use this in a kind of book that is valuable. I would take those to a conservator. So this is a cookbook that has done me good service, and it's getting very worn. I have done some mending in the past. I tipped in a page with some masking tape. This was a long time ago when I had masking tape in the house, and I just needed this page not to come out anymore. It's doing fine. I would not recommend this for most books. I'll show you in another video what we do to tip in a page using glue and a paintbrush. It's better. But this page also has some tears. This kind of tear is what we want to mend with tape today. And I pull a piece of tape, wall safe tape from Scotch with Post-it technology, that is about twice the size of the tear. And I try to line up the torn edges, and then press it down on the other side as well. This tape, the plastic does seem like it's a bit heavy. I would prefer to use something like a washi tape, to be honest, because they are paper on one side and a low stickiness kind of adhesive. I haven't seen clear. I've seen some transparents. I've seen some that would be pretty. I don't think that it is a good solution for a book that you're going to need to use. I think it'll look it'll look bad in the long run. So this page I'm going to straighten out. You can see it was poorly used for a number of years. It's because I made this herby cheese baked eggs frequently. And I'll do this tear. And you can see how the edges of the page are getting soft and scalloped, they are actually starting to deteriorate because of its being in poor condition for so long. They're going to start flaking away and turning to dust, and eventually this page will just be gone, because once paper begins to tear, it really begins to return to its form, which is sawdust, paper pulp. But we can do a little bit more to stave off disaster. This one has a lot of feathering. I might consider doing this kind of. I think I might be happier. The book page might be happier. I'm going to do a long page repair here, all along the edge. I've laid down my piece of tape. I'm going to double it over this damaged area and just hold those feathers down. And be sure that you cover up all of the adhesive on the other side. And I feel a little bit better about that. It's uneven here, so I'm going to trim the tape. Now, as a library book repair technician, if this page had damage to any of the print in a library book, I would have contacted a library that has a copy of it and asked them to scan this page from their copy and send me the scan, and I would have constructed a new page to tip in. It wouldn't be the same texture, the same paper. There would be issues with acid, probably, in the long run, but for library use and to keep circulating, that would have been the correct procedure. Alright, this is starting to get better. I'm going to do another. Don't want to put in too much tape, but really I don't think it'll be too bad for me to do it with this one. I'm just very troubled by all of these little creases. They seem like they're getting ready to let loose. I am doubling up on tape layers in some places, but I think that's all right in order to preserve the book for use. And again, if this were an heirloom, if this were valuable, I would not recommend this as a way to mend. I would recommend taking it to professional to be repaired. And if it was very valuable, I would definitely recommend taking it to a conservator. Libraries don't have that much access to conservators, so we have to make sure that our old, rare, and valuable items don't get hard use and are stored correctly, which is a good way for you to preserve your own materials, but it's not very you're to use your books. You don't have to save them for a later date like libraries do. Well, that is how I would recommend that you do small tears in books. Especially cookbooks are going to get tears like that. We'll see you again for another mending. Thank you.